but we need to go to deep. Like I replied on your question, like you asked some question how to check that user privileges and what kind of privileges user is having,
Yeah.
and some other we need to learn about the profiles and roles. Okay, so let's talk about the profile first. Okay, what happens in the profile? Like okay, let me describe first. Let me show you. If how do you check the user it is in DSC DBA users view?
Yeah.
What? Okay, DSC DBA underscore users. Okay, so if you want to check the detail of any user, set lines 200, select username, account status. Let's see the created profile. Okay, and let's yeah, that's sufficient from DB underscore users, where username is equal to we created Naveen. Right? So let me make it format it. You are able to recall, right? Naveen,
Yeah.
you are able to record?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm recording.
Okay. Okay, actually I'm also recording. If my recording does not work,
Okay.
then you can upload for Akshay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And profile, let's make it 22. Okay. So here you see that profile is default. Okay. What is the, like there are two things you might have heard, role and profile.
Okay.
Okay. So first we will talk about the profile.
Okay.
So at the time of user creation, we haven't put any
Yeah. We didn't mention it.
clause for profile. Yeah? So it took the default profile. So you may want to check what that restrictions are in this profile and what this default profile provides that options to the user. So
Oh.
for that you can use that DB underscore profiles.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
getting the noise, bro.
okay. How is it? It's fine now?
Uh. Okay. Little bit. Okay.
Okay, why it is I don't know why it is. One second. So it's better now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we want to check that what the values in default profile. So let's see, select star from DB underscore uh, profiles. So it should show you as profile, what the resource name and resource type, limit and common. Okay, let's format it. Common call limit for 22. So that's okay. So if I go, okay. So here you see like it is coming by default and mix and match. So I want to change it. Order by. I want to. Okay, one second. So let us start from there. Okay, where profile is equal to default. Okay. So here you can see. So it is this profile governs their database level limits. What is this limit? Composite limit that is includes for all that these options. Sessions per user, like if I create it for a profile, sessions per user is equal to 2. Then all the users who's having default profile, they cannot have maximum more than 2 sessions simultaneously.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I will show you. I will create another profile, then I will show you like how this works. CPU per session, like this is the like system level resources. You want to restrict, we are not you see, you will not see any resource that is related to your table or your schema, right?
Oh.
It doesn't, yeah, profile does not talk about any table level or any schema level privileges. It talks about database or operating system level resources. Okay, like CPU per session. So for default profile, you will see it's unlimited. So there is no restriction. So currently this Naveen user can have n number of the connections to the database,
Okay.
and you can use unlimited CPU per session, CPU per call, like every fetch, how many CPU can use, that's unlimited. Logical reads, like when you go to read from buffer, and you can have unlimited, like there is no restriction. But sometime it may happen like you may want to restrict to the users, like there might be some priority users, some like some production users, and on the same database you might have some uh, intelligence BI queries or some QA queries that might be running. So you want to restrict the resources for them. So here you can use idle time, like how much, after how much time your session will get timeout.
Okay.
Connect time and SGA, you can grant the SGA. So next is important, failed login attempts. Okay, so here it is given as 10. Okay, so that means if you try to log in with the incorrect password for 10 times, your system will get locked.
Yes.
So if you want to, yeah, in some systems they change it 3 times. So for that, actually generally using default profile is not a standard practice. For that, based upon your business requirement, you create another profile.
Yeah.
Okay, password reuse time and okay, password lifetime. So this is the time after how much you will be forced to use, like change the password
Yeah.
after 6 months.
Once it will expire.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it will ask you to change the password. Sometimes, okay, one more thing, like whenever you are working in your production environment, there will be some users
Okay.
for which password lifetime will be unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a DBA user or an application user, some application level user.
Okay.
Application, that is that the guy who is working on application, not that user. So like there will be some application, suppose SQL user, right? That connects from SQL database to SQL application to this user. So that should be unlimited because you are having 1,000 databases,
Hmm.
and who will monitor, right, when your password is going to expire?
Yeah.
And suppose your password is expired in the night and your job will fail. So for that kind of users, we set it as unlimited.
Okay.
So you, in some cases, you will see it in real time.
Yeah.
Password reuse time and password reuse max. So this is used together, like password reuse time. Suppose you're
I mean,
after how many attempts? Sorry,
so password reuse time means
after how much time? Like if I put it 100 days,
okay.
then you cannot use the same password before 100 days.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And password reuse max. That means after how many numbers you have to change, how many times you have to change the password. Suppose I put it password use times this value is equal to 100
Okay.
and this value is equal to 5.
Okay.
So both conditions should be met, right? It's not like that in one day you change the password 5th time and you can change your first password, keep it the first password. No, that's not possible, because if you're using password use max, then you have to decide this parameter as well.
Okay.
Okay, so both the conditions should be true. So right now, like if I want to change the Naveen user password, I can do it. I can keep the same password because this is set to unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Password verify function. So we can create a pass, like see, this time you might have seen that if I do connect Naveen or it, so there is no restriction. This is a keyword,
Yeah.
right? Even there is no uppercase, no lowercase, no special characters.
Okay.
So like if you are working in a company, you might have seen that customer doesn't allow this kind of the password.
Uh,
Right? They say, okay, you should some numeric key, some special character, lowercase, uppercase, mix and match,
yeah.
and minimum eight characters.
Okay.
So you can define it. You can create a password verify function here, and then you can grant that password verify function to this profile or any other profile.
Okay.
Okay. So based upon your customer requirement, you can create a password verify function. Password lock time and password grace time. So suppose where it goes, paid login employee, you would try to log in 10 times.
Okay.
So after 10 time, 11 time, your password will get locked. So
Okay.
you have two ways. Either you contact your DBA, please unlock my account, or you can wait for 1 day. So after 1 day, if you know your correct password, you can log in again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Password grace time. So password grace time, like when it is going to password is going to expire, so it will give you grace time. When you see, uh,
Yeah, we
which
want
is,
to change in 6 days, 5 days. You want to change like that.
yeah, if you see that status,
Uh-huh.
it condition will say expired,
Okay.
and in bracket it will show grace,
Okay.
right? So that means you are running on grace period. So we are giving the user a grace period, like suppose anytime, like you for some application you get alert your password will expire in
Yeah,
15 days.
yeah, got it.
Okay, in DB. Okay, so similarly, like you have the same time, you can use the old password, but it will keep giving the warning.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
so this profile is clear for you. So let me create another profile. Okay, I think what screen you are able to see now?
So
Which screen you are able to see now?
the same screen.
Okay, actually I was just trying something.
Uh-huh.
So okay, now which screen?
As this.
Export.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So here I have just copied from somewhere. So let me format it. Uh, so whenever you're working, so keep make a standard practice. So keep making the notes, right? Whatever you are doing.
Yeah.
So it will be helpful because like this is a simple command, but I have been used so many times. But if someone asks me, then I don't recall that exact syntax.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you may know more syntax than me because you are working at that level. Because but I sometimes if I have to create a user, I may miss something.
Yeah.
So it's always better to just keep having a notepad, and you can keep taking the notes. So what do they do? Create profile, my profile, limit sessions per user, idle time 5, connect time 10 minutes.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. Okay.
But for which user we are creating that profile?
See, profile will be created by DBA user. Okay, but here, look, I need to connect to what happened. Okay, actually, okay. See, if I run that profile, currently I'm connected with Naveen user. It will not allow.
Yeah.
So I have to connect as DBA. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm creating the profile name is my profile. Limit, what the limit? Sessions per user.
But
So
my question is, we have to run this query as a 6 DBA, right?
yeah.
But we didn't mention any username in that query, right?
No, no, you don't have to mention. See, what happens? DBA will create 2, 3 profiles. Suppose a DBA may create 4 profiles. One for managers,
Uh-huh.
one for developers, one for testers, and one for performance guys,
Okay.
performance tuning guys.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
it is common for all.
So,
Okay.
suppose you have 1,000 users.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and based upon 1,000 users, you want to restrict these resources. Some users like for testing, because your task is not that much important. I will give you limited resources, but for performance, I need to give more resources to them. So I will prioritize them.
Okay.
Okay, so that you can use.
Yeah.
Something what happens sometimes these when testing or development guys, when they work, they create multiple sessions.
Okay.
Okay, so I will suppose I create a profile for development. Suppose I make it for development,
Mm.
and I am restricting session for user 1. If your session is idle for 5 minutes, it will terminate and connect time 10 minutes. Okay, I have created it. Okay, so let me run the same query again. Mm, Select star from db underscore profiles order by profile. So it will show all the profiles. Okay, let's go. So, first it is showing it is showing us the default profile. So default it just comes by default by Oracle. Next is what we have created, the profile. So here you can notice one thing. We have given very few parameters: connect time, idle time, and sessions per user.
Okay.
Right. So what happened? Like for other things,
It will.
it is taken as default. Okay. So okay. Suppose Naveen, you are suppose working in a testing team, and the management had decided then any guy who is having a working in a testing team, they should not have max more than one connections. So it is not possible for me, for a DBA, to for 1,000 users to restrict the resources one to one, one by one.
Yes.
So we create a few kinds of profiles and roles, and we grant it to you.
Okay.
So okay, alter user uh, Naveen. Uh, Let me just, I'm just missing the syntax. Let me check. Profile, my profile. Okay, alter. So let's connect to Naveen. Naveen, Oracle. Okay. Let me open another window. Duplicate session. Oracle. Oracle. Okay. Aura env. Aura test. Okay. Here you can use SQL plus Naveen Oracle at the rate using TNS names. Aura test. Okay. Okay. You got the expected error. You can see this.
Yes. Okay.
So in case if any user comes to you and that Naveen, I am getting this error, then you should go back to database and you should check what the restrictions we are having, what the limits we are having. So let's connect to database.
But
This
here
is DBA.
we are using same host, right? Why you mentioned like database name and all those things?
Okay, okay. Actually, I just wanted to show you, like, just believe that this is you are coming from application server. Just take a feeling.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, just want to just because it's a most of the time so that you can get familiar with this
Okay.
connection method.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's go to DBA users again. Users, select username, account status, profile from DBA underscore users where username is equal to Naveen. See, your profile is my profile.
Yeah.
Again, at a time you can have only one profile.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you got what that why we use profile?
Yeah.
Hmm? Any questions?
Yeah. Yeah. No. But uh, can you check the what privileges I have? For Navi.
Okay. What a privilege. Okay. The question that you asked in that I pinged you on I replied on your mail and I
Yeah.
pinged
Yeah.
you on WhatsApp
I
as well.
saw that, but because I got no rose for.
No, no. Actually, you are using user tab press. So when you are running, see, if you use a user underscore tab press, then you have to log in with that user. If you should you should see with a DBA tab press. So let me just query this table. Select a star from where
The,
uh, grantee means who got that privilege.
yeah.
Right? Grantee is equal to Naveen. Make sure that you are putting Naveen in uppercase before using in quotes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me format it. Grantee format A15 call table name format A22. Oops. Was missing call owner format A13. Let's see if it is good to see. Okay, call grantor format A14. It's still there. Okay, it's weird. Format A14. Okay, it's better. So you are the grantee. Grantee is you are having insert privilege
Okay.
on this table, department table, which is owned by Scott.
Okay.
And who granted the privilege? Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. So clear? Here you can see, right? But
DB underscore tab underscore prevs means it will give only, I mean, which tables I can have, right?
hmm,
I can access.
let us see. There are one more with DB underscore sys underscore privs. Okay. So you should understand this is a table level privilege. So you should use DB tab privs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Select the start from and DBA sys privs where grantee is equal to Naveen. See, this is only create session we have granted, right?
Uh,
So
yeah.
you have to see which kind of privilege you want to check. If you want to check any select, insert, update, delete, any table level privilege, then use DB underscore tab underscore privs.
Okay.
If you want to look system level, because create session is a system level privilege. Okay, so you have to check DB underscore sys underscore privs.
Okay.
Okay, sometimes it is
Okay.
confusing. Okay, so don't worry, just you should know there is some privilege and you can just hit and try, it will work. You will find the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So far we have spoken about uh, profiles. Okay, so there are a few more views. Role underscore role. Yes, I think we have used this. Okay. So why can you use role? Hmm?
Uh, I have similar like profile, but
Okay.
we'll have some
So
privileges.
just
Group
yeah,
of
just see the
privileges.
yeah. Just try to understand the complexity of this grant. Suppose you have 100 more developers
Yeah.
like Naveen,
Mm-hmm.
and for each developers you have to grant insert select. There might be 1,000 tables.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very complex job.
Yeah. We will create one role
Right?
and we will simply grant that,
Yes.
right?
So what we do? Let's create a role dev develop. Okay. So instead of granting to the user, again second problem is if suppose sometime Naveen it is decided Naveen doesn't just revoke delete privilege from Naveen.
Okay.
So what you will do? Or delete privilege from all the users, 100 users.
Mm-hmm.
So see how much complex your task is. You will go to each and every user, connect, revoke it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we generally don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
If you find see any database, this is not a good practice. Every time you have to grant something, just grant through roles. Okay. So create role develop. So what we'll do, we go grant select on Scott dot department to Naveen. Oh no, not Naveen. To develop. Develop. Create. Okay.
User or role.
Okay. Okay. No. There is some typo. I think develop. Okay. Grant update on Scott dot.
department. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or okay, let's see only two. So now what we will do, like what I will do, grant this role, grant, I instead of granting a one table to you,
Mm.
I will just grant develop to Naveen.
Okay.
Grant success, right?
Yeah.
Now if you connect, you can do these things, because how you got the permission? Because you got through role.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me see if this query reflects it. So let's see what this says.
But who can create the roles? Means every user, or is there any
No, no, DBA can create a role.
only DBA?
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So now if I just role underscore trips. Okay. So select start from role trips where role is equal to develop. Okay. So we haven't granted any role to role. So I think for this we have to use DB and just you know sometimes it is very confusing in so many views.
Yeah.
Role underscore tab underscore privs. Even I get confused sometimes. Select a star from. Every time I have to check it. Oh, oh shoot. There are lots of roles I have to. Oh yeah, what I do. L. Okay. Where role is equal to. Now you want to check, right? Okay. Let's format it. Column role format a tab. Is a bit better. Call column name format a12. Now it's readable.
Yeah.
Okay. So what way we ran? Now the question query was like you checked what the privileges user is having. Now you want to check what that privilege this role is having that we are giving to the users,
Okay.
right? Someone may ask what you are giving to the developers.
Uh,
Just give me the details. So
okay.
you just give this, right?
Yeah.
On this table, department table owned by Scott, we are giving update select. Okay.
Yeah.
How you revoke uh, what is that role name is develop from Naveen. Okay, from Naveen. Done. Pretty clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what the difference, now you can understand what the difference between using a profile and using a role.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So just let me open one more thing. Just let me go through this and just hold on.
Yeah.
Naveen, can you hear me?
Yes,
Naveen?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so just let me just quickly go through. Okay, okay. I was just working on some MySQL. Have you worked on MySQL? Do you have MySQL in your team? In your
MySQL?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Means SQL
Okay.
database.
Hmm? No, I'm asking because some companies like you say use for few database MySQL, Sybase, Postgres.
Okay.
Okay. So here the question is, see, what happens? How do you get a create user request?
Okay.
Like we have created a user.
Uh,
Okay. So here we created a user as Naveen.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Normally we will get like they will send one model ID.
Hmm.
I mean model user.
Yes. So
Depending,
they say just copy it. Just grant the privileges similar to this user.
but I
Right?
mean we have to check all the privileges for that user, or is there any one line command just directly copied?
Yeah, yeah. That's why we are going to discuss. So it is not possible. Like if I say this one, that's a very tough task.
Mm-hmm.
After that I write, okay, grant develop this, then for sure you are going to miss something.
Yeah.
So there is a workaround.
Okay.
Generate the DDL. DDL, data description language, how the user was created.
Mm-hmm.
So here I have a ready script that I used. Okay, so just let me, okay, let's see. Let me change it to Naveen. So suppose I have received a request to create use replicate user similar as Naveen.
Yeah.
So first I will do how Naveen was created.
Okay.
Okay. So let me run this query one by one. Get granted DDL. Okay, 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 no problem. Let's go ahead. Sometimes it is not granted and it doesn't work.
Is it that one role grant, or we need to change anything?
No, no, just I will show you. Okay. There is one more that I'm not able to find.
I think we have to give that there is user, right?
Uh, yes, we have to give the user just just what is happening. So I'm searching. If you see this, select DMS metadata. This is procedure. Get granted DDL. Like using which DDL command,
Uh-huh.
uh, object level grant was given to Naveen.
Okay.
Right? See, similar this same command I granted to Naveen. Right?
Returns. Okay.
Again, sometime like here you see something is missing. When you run this kind of command, then you have to run set long. Sometimes it will not show you the complete list. So
Okay.
if I run this query,
Okay.
okay, okay. See, we granted with grant option,
Hmm.
right? Okay, let me see why it is not working. Something wrong or I missed something. So I get granted DDL. Okay, okay. Oh, oh, oh. So everything like it's doesn't have okay. But we need the first one. I just scrolled it. So first we need the metadata of the user.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. So what we did, DBA metadata, get DDL. We are getting the DDL of the user. Which user? Naveen.
Yes.
That means right now I'm just trying to fetch how the Naveen user was created.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
So what you do? So here you see it will show create user,
But it.
username,
Okay.
identified by values. So it is not showing the password. So here is some change that we have to make. I will show you how to do this.
Okay.
And it is giving hexadecimal password of Naveen that is none of your use. for the next user, you might have different password. So just only one thing we need to know, what the exact command was used to create Naveen user. We will make some changes and create user for Naveen 2. What is your default table space? At that time it was given users, right? Temporary table space was temp. And
Prof.
see, if you remember, later we changed that profile as well. So that is also included.
Yeah.
So let me just copy it on a notepad. I will show you how to create. Create user. Just let's make Naveen 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is identified by values. So we are not going to use this password. So just identified by Oracle. So this is my password. Okay. So let me just reformat it. And temporary table space is temp. Okay.
Yeah.
Profile. User got created. See, from this information,
Yeah.
we created another SQL query.
Yeah.
Right? We were knowing that, okay, this Naveen user, someone told us create a user Naveen tool similar to Naveen.
Okay.
So using this DBS metadata package,
Uh-huh.
I extracted this thing, this DDL, and I just reformatted, changed, and now it is, I have created Naveen too. Okay, I have created the Naveen, but now I have to grant it.
Yeah.
For grant, I have this one. Okay, so let's note it on a notepad. Okay, so whatever the, where is the user, just make it Naveen 2, right? And use the colon. It is not showing the colons. Right? See how now your task is very simple.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, it's a very tricky task, and you might miss some queries. Okay. So what I will do, uh, either way, I will send this notepad to you,
Okay.
both of you.
Yeah.
Okay. It is having some other information. So I was working on a project where it was being used. So you can keep it and handy with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is this kind of request you will get in real time. Just create user, you will are not going to run on your own. So every time you have to do this task. Okay. Clear so far?
Yeah, but this one also we need to copy this one. After creating the users, we have to grant the same objects to the new user also, right?
Yeah, we have granted, right? See,
Yeah.
we have granted it.
Yeah. So only these
Okay.
two, right?
Yeah, these two. Suppose if suppose you get some output here as well. See, here we got one error. Okay, this line. Here. So there is no granted role grant. This kind of grant is there. So that's why it is showing the error.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it is whatever the information you get, you can grant it
Okay.
and give to the users. Pass the information to the user and let them check. Okay. If you have used password expire, account lock, then it will come here as again.
Okay.
Okay. By default, it will come. You can just copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So this is something about creating the users.
Okay.
We have covered, I think, more than 50% so far,
Yeah.
and now I will show you. Okay, let's just get familiarized between the data files and redo log files, undo files, temp file.
Okay.
Okay, and tomorrow's class we will see how do you add space, what kind of error you get in undo table space, in temp table space, in normal any data file.
Okay.
Okay, the space is exhausted.
Okay.
So before that, we will see few views and how to check the space. So you want for the data files. So there are two views, DBA underscore data files.
Okay.
So if I query db underscore data files, let me show you how does it look. You might have done this, but it's good to know. Every file has belongs to a data file, right? Table space. Your concept is clear about this table space and
But now what we are
this.
space is
We are going to check what the data files location or
okay,
what are data files we are having in the database.
okay,
Okay. So if you see what the bytes and blocks,
okay.
there are two things.
Uh-huh.
Block size, suppose if I want to see the size, so bytes, if you divide by 1024, again divide by 1024, it will give you the size in GB.
Okay.
No, in MB.
Three times. Okay. Yeah.
Three times do in GB and two times in MB.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. For blocks, okay, let's use the blocks as well, and I will suppose it shows 1000 blocks. Then one block size is 8 KB. So total is 8000 KB.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Using blocks, you can get that idea as well. Status. What is the status of the data file? Is it online, offline, or read only?
Uh-huh.
We will see how it is. Auto extensible. Okay, I'm not using the auto extensible. I will show you in the next class when we are going to use a data file.
Yeah.
That will be at that time it will be more clear. Hmm?
Yeah.
From db underscore data underscore files. Again, yes, why the format is 655. See, this is a you have this many of data files. In users table space, you are having this data file.
Yeah.
This is a physical file. You go and you can see. Let's go to this path and see this. If you want to see the file, cd -lrt, you will see lots of files here, right? So table space this. Sorry.
No, no, no. It's okay.
Okay, so this data file belongs to this table space. Table space is a logical entity. If I say where is the table space, you cannot go into the server and you cannot see this. This is just a logical structure.
Yeah.
But data file is a physical structure. Like I went to this path and I can see where is users under DBA. But table space does not exist anywhere at a physical level. That's just a upper layer of your data files.
Okay.
On this table space, Okay. So what I have checked, so this is having 5 MB of space and its status is available. Similarly, there is undo table space. We will discuss what the importance of this one, and this showing as undo TBS system, sysocs, and example. Example like it's just for testing purpose they have provided. Okay, it's not necessary. You can discard it, and you can create another data file table space for your production environment.
Oh,
So this is one view, okay, which we used as DB data files. So we have another view v dollar data file if you want some more information. Okay,
yeah.
so it will give you the file number, creation change when created, table space number, status, checkpoint, last time, online time. So it will give you more information. So we have two views, v dollar data file and db underscore data underscore data files to
Okay.
check any relevant information for the data files.
Okay.
Okay, in tomorrow's session we will see how we can club both things to just see that what the space is available. So
Okay.
I'm just giving that view of the, okay. Similarly, we are having uh,
Just
DBA underscore temp files or temporary table space. Okay, because this will not show in the data files. Similarly, you can query DB underscore temp files. Okay.
so temp files means these are also data files, or is there any separate files like that?
Yeah. Yeah. This is also a data file. Okay. So this is it, and what else? Okay. Similarly, we have for logs. We have discussed about the logs, right?
Yeah.
Did you log file? So for that you can use dsc vdollar log and dsc vdollar log file. Tomorrow we will see how to add this, how to manage these things. So for now, just a view, so you can recall what kind of the views are there. And tomorrow we'll see how we use these views and how do we add. Suppose your table space is size exhausted, 90% utilized. Then how you will check and what the actions you will take. What are the different options? You have to add a more space into the database.
Okay.
So and what kind of the queries, like how do you get the alerts? Like if you're working, you might have seen like your company might have some mail alerts. The
Uh,
server keeps sending the mails to your DBA group,
yes.
right? Because it is practically it is not possible for any DBA to just battery showing removed. Okay. So for any DB it is not possible to every time check what the space is available and how much it is filled.
Yeah.
So we just automate these things using cron job or just fillets clicks.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that runs once or twice in a day and send that report to all DBA distribution list.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think let's see if Akshay joins tomorrow,
Okay.
and I will look if I can share the recording with him
Yeah.
so he can go through it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions for today's class? Anything?
No, no, no. If I have any doubt,
Okay.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Anytime.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. See you.
Good night.
Okay. Bye bye. Good night.